Hello everyone, and welcome to my SW Update 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives Meri Brown reveals just how rotten Kody was. Sister Wives star, Meri Brown, has found her voice more and more during season 19. With each episode, she seems to spill more tea about her relationships with Janelle, Christine, Robin, and Kody Brown. Now, she revealed just how rotten her ex-husband, Kody, treated her during their marriage. Meri Brown makes some people scream. In the latest episode of Sister Wives, Meri Brown made quilters everywhere scream as she dismantled her craftsmanship on a gorgeous quilt she made for her and Kody's 10th anniversary. Although she had taken special care to use t-shirts from her and Kody's collection through the years, after the divorce he wanted his back. Even though she didn't necessarily want to keep his things, the return wasn't a simple matter. Instead, she and Jen had to remove the already cut shirts from the artwork to give them back to him. Jen supportively lets Meri know she is there for her even though she thinks it is a ridiculous ask from Kody. Meri nonchalantly just says she doesn't need his things and if he wants to give them to his wife it is his business. Undoubtedly, it took Meri on a trip down memory lane as she looked at t-shirts from Going on The Price is Right and even their honeymoon. However, while she was working away at disassembling, she spilled tea on her marriage showing how rotten Kody treated her. Meri Brown reveals just how rotten Kody was. Then, Meri Brown added, "One time he told me, this was right after he moved to Vegas." Meri shared with Jen confessing issues that bothered him. She adds, "He said, you have been really horrible to me for 20 years. So you're going to have to wait at least that long for me to fix my relationship with you." Furthermore, she explains he added, "Listen, you've been hard to live with. You've been mean. And so now I am going to be this way to you and you're just going to have to deal with it for 20 years. In a confessional, Kody said he was just mad enough to tell the truth. Admittedly, he felt as if Meri took over everything in his life on a certain level when they got married. Likewise, he was just providing a roadmap for her to understand what was bothering him in the marriage. Even so, Meri just brushes it off as she wasn't perfect in the marriage, and nasty things just fly out of his mouth when he's mad. However, Kody added, he thought, "We should have divorced here, we should have divorced here, we should have divorced here. But I didn't believe in divorce." Instead, he listened to Robin and kept Meri on the hook for years. Fans find Kody's words astounding. On Reddit, one Sister Wives fan points out how terrible Meri Brown describes Kody treating her during their marriage. First, they say, Meri reveals how awful Kody really was. Then, they elaborate, chopping up their memory quilt. Meri said Kody said, "You have been absolutely horrible to me for 20 years so you are gonna have to wait at least that long for me to fix my relationship with you. WTFFFFFFFFFF, this is evil and Meri is pathetic for continuing to give that to money and linger in the wings." She said he told her she was mean to her sister wives. She's pathetic for continuing to be their mole and best buddy and ATM. Kody is rotten to the core. SMH. Other fans added their thoughts. On another Reddit, a Sister Wives fan added their thoughts about what Meri Brown did for Kody. Saying, "I don't like Kody but as a quilter, boohoo the pain. LOL. But other people weighed in on TikTok too. In a dramatic turn that has sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives fan community, a growing chorus of viewers is now accusing Robin Brown of orchestrating a fake stunt, a move that many believe is yet another calculated attempt to manipulate the public narrative and distract from the unresolved issues that have long plagued the Brown family, and which, in the eyes of her most critical fans, epitomizes the performative nature of reality TV in all its manufactured glory. Over the past several seasons, Robin has built an image of being the calm, stabilizing force in a household frequently rocked by conflict, legal battles, and public betrayals. However, recent episodes have left many viewers questioning whether her on-screen actions are genuine reflections of her character or carefully choreographed moments designed solely for ratings. The controversy erupted when a highly publicized scene showed Robin engaging in behavior that many fans have labeled as an overtly staged stunt, an act that appeared too dramatic, too perfectly timed, and too reminiscent of scripted theatrics to be coincidental. Critics point to her exaggerated expressions, notably a fleeting look of feigned shock or contrived dismay, which coincided with a moment that was purported to be spontaneous but now seems to have been designed to generate buzz and to distract from the darker, unresolved storylines involving family discord and financial disputes. Observers have noted that in this scene, Robyn's actions, which involved a series of calculated gestures and a carefully rehearsed dialogue, bore all the hallmarks of a stunt intended to project an image of heroic sacrifice or to evoke public sympathy, yet many fans, drawing on years of watching the Brown family dynamics, argue that such a performance is nothing more than a veneer masking deeper manipulation. They claim that while reality TV often relies on heightened drama, there comes a point when repeated exposure to contrived scenes leaves the audience feeling disillusioned, as if they are being force-fed scripted moments that obscure the painful truths of the family's history. In online forums and social media threads, fans have dissected every frame of the controversial scene, comparing it to past instances where Robyn's behavior seemed overly polished and inconsistent with her usual, more measured demeanor, and many have concluded that the incident is indicative of a broader pattern, a tendency to prioritize sensationalism over authenticity, where each stunt is meticulously designed to capture headlines rather than to reflect the genuine struggles of a family that has already borne the burden of constant public scrutiny. Some commentators have gone so far as to accuse her of staging entire moments to distract from ongoing legal battles, custody disputes, and the simmering resentment among her ex-wives, suggesting that the fake stunt is yet another tool in a well-practiced arsenal of media manipulation, a method of deflecting blame and preserving an image of control and stability in a household that is anything but. This criticism is compounded by the fact that, over the years, the Brown family's narrative has increasingly centered on drama rather than on the authentic, unfiltered experiences that initially captivated audiences. What once promised to be an honest portrayal of unconventional family life has devolved into a cycle of repetitive, predictable conflicts that seem designed solely to generate controversy. Fans argue that Robyn's latest stunt not only undermines any credibility she might have built as a stabilizing force but also further alienates viewers who have grown tired of the endless cycle of spectacle. For many, the public is no longer content with glossy, scripted moments that hide the true cost of familial dysfunction. Viewers now demand a more nuanced, honest reflection of reality, one that acknowledges the messy, painful complexities of real life without resorting to contrived theatrics. In this context, Robyn's fake stunt is seen as emblematic of a broader cultural shift. Audiences are increasingly rejecting the notion that personal pain and family strife can be repackaged for entertainment without consequence, and they are calling on producers to respect the intelligence and emotional sensitivity of their viewers by ceasing the relentless manufacture of drama. Furthermore, critics note that while Robyn's actions in the contested scene were ostensibly meant to signal a moment of vulnerability or a dramatic turning point, the polished nature of the performance, complete with rehearsed lines and exaggerated body language, betrays a disconnect between her on-screen persona and the authentic experiences of those who have suffered in silence behind the cameras. This disconnect is particularly glaring when compared to the raw, unedited moments of genuine emotion that occasionally break through in less contrived scenes, moments that remind audiences that behind every scripted gesture is a real person grappling with the pain of betrayal, isolation, and the constant pressure of living life under the public eye. Social media reactions have been swift and scathing. Hashtags such as #FakeRobyn and #SisterWivesStunt have trended as fans share side-by-side comparisons of the contested scene with earlier, more authentic footage, arguing that the contrast is too stark to be dismissed as a simple stylistic evolution. Many users on platforms like Reddit have compiled detailed analyses, noting that the timing, setting, and even the lighting in the scene all point toward a deliberate attempt to stage an emotional outburst, one that, while visually arresting, ultimately feels hollow and manipulative in its execution. The underlying frustration among fans is palpable. After years of witnessing the continuous cycle of manufactured drama and scripted conflict, they are now questioning whether the show's producers, and by extension the cast, have lost sight of what made Sister Wives groundbreaking in the first place. Rather than offering a candid exploration of the complexities of plural family life, the series seems to have devolved into a series of repetitive, choreographed moments that do little to advance the narrative or to provide meaningful insight into the real challenges faced by its subjects. In this light, Robin's stunt is not an isolated incident but a symptom of a larger, systemic problem, a problem that speaks to the very nature of reality television in an era where the boundaries between genuine emotion and contrived performance have become increasingly blurred. While some die-hard supporters of the show may still cling to the hope that beneath the layers of manipulation there remains a spark of authenticity, the overwhelming consensus among a significant portion of the audience is that the time has come for a reckoning, a moment when the producers and the cast must choose between perpetuating a cycle of deceit and embracing a new, more honest mode of storytelling that respects both the intelligence of the viewers and the dignity of the individuals whose lives are laid bare on screen. As discussions continue to rage on, one cannot help but wonder if Robin's latest stunt will serve as a catalyst for such a change, or if it will further entrench the status quo, a status quo where every misstep is meticulously edited and every raw moment is repackaged as entertainment, regardless of the human cost. In the end, the controversy over Robin Brown's alleged fake stunt is more than just a matter of celebrity gossip or a fleeting topic on social media. It is a window into the evolving relationship between reality TV and its audience, a relationship that is increasingly defined by a demand for transparency, authenticity, and a willingness to confront the uncomfortable truths that lie beneath the surface of every carefully curated narrative. For the fans of Sister Wives, this is a call to action, a plea for the show to return to its roots and to prioritize real, unfiltered emotion over the relentless pursuit of ratings, a plea that, if heeded, could herald a new era of storytelling that is as honest as it is compelling. Until then, the accusations of a lying face and a fake stunt will continue to simmer among viewers, serving as a stark reminder that in the world of reality television, the line between performance and reality is not just blurred, it is constantly under assault. And the price of that assault is measured in the trust and engagement of an audience that has grown far too weary of seeing personal pain transformed into mere spectacle.